Hi, this is Frank with a Frank Opinion. I'm titling today's opinion, The Big Con. The House and Senate tax bills are absolutely horrendous. They do constitute the big con. They label it as growing the economy, growing jobs, like they haven't used those terms for the last 30 years. Nothing could be further from the truth. What these tax bills do is grow weeds on top of our graves as we kill ourselves working in order to provide for our families and try to get ahead and live the so-called American dream. They indicate all the time that we are the highest corporate tax rate in the world. But what they don't tell you is that our effective tax rate is on a par with other developed countries throughout the world. Corporate taxes as a percentage of federal revenue have fallen precipitously over the last 30-40 years, one of the reasons why you and I pay more taxes. The average effective tax rate is really somewhere between 18 and 21%. I put down here 19. A new report says that it's actually between 18 and 21%. 258 of the Fortune 500 companies that had profits each and every year between 2008 and 2015 paid an effective tax rate of 21.2. 18 of those, including General Electric, paid zero tax for those years, and 48 of them paid less than a 10% effective rate. The Congressional Budget Office tells us that the House and Senate bills will add $1.7 trillion to our existing national debt, which brings up our percentage of national debt to gross domestic product to 97%, a percentage that has not been seen since 1946, the year after World War II ended. Well, shame on me if I'm fooled again and again and again and again and again. Shame on you if you only fooled me once. But if you do it to me every single 3 or 4 years, shame on me. Tax reform does not necessarily equal tax cuts. No. Tax reform is a tax plan to achieve common goods, public goods. For instance, Medicare for all. You can't have Medicare for all single payer without true tax reform. You can't have infrastructure improved throughout the United States without true tax reform. You can't have anything that Americans want in terms of the majority of Americans, whether it be free higher education, etc., raise a minimum wage, without true tax reform. They are linked. I've shown this little thing a few times. Let me go over it quickly again. 1979 to 2017, corporate profits at an all-time high, corporate cash at an all-time high, and yes, corporate CEO pay through the roof. Wages, flat. Basically, our median household income right now is about as good as it was in 1989. And what are the Republicans offering you with regard to tax reform? The only number that I've seen is that the average American will see $1,200 more in their pocket. That doesn't begin to make up for this. If they had tax reform that closed this wage and income gap, hallelujah. But for this we're going to agonize $1,200? No. Republicans have actually on TV, at least 3 that I know of, Republican Chris Collins, Senator Lindsey Graham, and White House Economic Advisor Gary Cohn, have said that these tax cuts are to benefit their donors, that if their donors do not get these tax cuts that they have paid for through lobbying, that they will stop seeing money for their election campaign. This is unbelievable. We have to stop these bills because they are attached to Medicare for all single payer or any other wonderful common good that you want for you and your family. Thanks a million.